Hey guys, welcome to Handbuilt.
Good old rusty piece of shit. Got every intention of making it sick.
I'm just leaving for Adelaide in my Challenger because my ideals have changed a little bit on my 260Z. I'm not going as extreme as I was. Oh, I wasn't really going extreme in the first place, but I'm taking my Kaz Diff Centre back to where I bought it from, and they're kind enough to refund me the money that I paid for it, because I'm not putting as much horsepower through this thing as I once was, and it's not going to be a track warrior, so I don't really need a Kaz Diff Centre. I'm leaving it more standard. I'm gonna try and brush the engine up a little bit to get a little bit more horsepower out of it, but I'm not going to go over the top. It's just going to be a road warrior basically, so I'm not into burnouts and crap like that, so I don't need LSD. So yeah, I'm going to spend the money on getting the head reconditioned instead, and maybe brush it up a little bit. I think that's a better plan for what I want out of the car. So, and I also need to rebuild the Makunis. So I'm going to leave for Adelaide now. When I get back, we're going to do some work on the cars. So I'll see you soon. So there, I've got the floor pan all welded in. So the next step is to replace this chassis rail. So I've been working on that, so come for a walk. I'll show you where I'm at with it. So look at that mess. It's over here. As you can see, I've got the chassis rail all separated from the other floor pan. I've got to clean it up inside and hit it with some rust preventative chill rust type paint, but as you can see, the end here is rusty. You see light through it. So what I've done, I've made a new end section. I'm still in the middle of it, actually. I'm not finished, so I've got to trim up the excess off the edge, and I've got to weld down where I put my relief cuts. So that is pretty much, sorry, got to watch what I'm recording. That is pretty much where I need to be for that bit. So now I've got to remove the old chassis rail from the floor pan. That is my next step, and see what rust is under this back part on that, because I may have to fix another little patch in the floor. So it's going to be pretty hot today, so I'm probably not going to get much of it done. So we'll just go over here and we'll see what I have to do anyway before I go, and then I'll have to maybe say goodbye for this video, because it's going to be a short one, sorry. As I said, this part here is the main reason I'm removing this chassis rail, because as you can see, it's rusty. And underneath, I'm not sure what the floor pan is going to be like. I may have to patch it up a bit. So I might just clean it up a little bit for now. Okay guys, I've cut the inside, the main part of the chassis rail off. I'm still left with the lips. I've got to remove those next. The rust doesn't seem too bad underneath up here. I think all the moisture was sitting on the bottom side. So the actual floor itself, I might be able to save that, I think. I'm going to remove that now. I'm not going to do any welding today because it's going to reach around 40 degrees, which is very hot. It'd be silly to weld and grind in this sort of weather because it's hot, and it's also dangerous because it's fire ban. If my shed wasn't so cluttered and messy, and chances of sparks flying out and catching the cupboards on fire and so forth, I'd probably go a bit further, but because it's hot, I don't want to burn my shed down. I'm going to wait for a cooler day. But I am going to remove this part and then we'll call it a day. So let's do it. I will add the spot welds along these are pretty well hidden, so I can only see a few. So I'm going to get pretty brutal with removing this because I cannot see them. I'm going to see if I can just chop most of it. There's a couple there, but that's it. All right, I'm going to put you on time lapse and we'll get into it.
Unlock the door and light the fire. My head is filled with sweet desire. Slip into something comfortable. Now you don't have to fly solo, don't have to eat or sleep alone. I'm making my way home to you. Don't worry, it's alright. I'll be coming home to see you tonight. Don't worry, it's okay. I'll be coming home to see you.
So yeah, it's off. I just got to grind down the little spot weld bits all around. I'll do that when it's not so hot, but I wasn't as lucky as I was hoping. There is some rust back here. So the other side of that's inside the toolboxes behind the back seat, so I've got to make sure everything's out of there because they've got vinyl inside there to stop things rattling around. So I pull all that out and I just got to do a plate there. No drama, pretty easy stuff. So, but for now it's getting quite hot, so I'm going to call it for the day because I'm starting to get sweaty. Jeez. Anyway, so it's cooling off tomorrow and all next week, so yeah, I'll get into grinding this down and prepping it all up and plating it, and then we'll weld that other chassis rail in that I showed you a minute ago. And then I'm just got to do this side at the back. I'm only going to do the back section of this chassis rail, front chassis rail section and radiator support. Dog leg, got a hole in it. So after that's done, that's all the rust finished, and then I can start doing the stuff that I don't like, which is body filler. But we're getting there. Should be on the road by next summer season, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Next All Jap Day Classic, next Datsun Day, I'll be there. Hopefully. Should be. So yeah, anyway, if you could subscribe and all that. I say it every time, I know it gets a bit monotonous, but it all helps out. The more people I get watching, the better. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.